We are live.
Yay! Hello, ladies. It is Thursday, so
It's men and women who lunch.
That's
I had to
right.
say it. I had to get it out of the way.
That's right. You're lunching with me. We're excited. So we have a very special episode of Ladies Who Lunch, or as you like to say, men and women who lunch.
It's my
right?
first lunch in 17 years, so I'm really excited about this.
He is a comedian, y'all. It's going to be a fun lunch. But we are here to talk today about Rolex. It is a hot thing that we've been, they're flying out of our store. We get questions all the time about it. We purchase Rolexes, we sell Rolexes, we do all kinds of
We
stuff.
repair Rolexes.
Yeah.
I mean, all kinds of stuff in our store.
So we thought we would sit down, have lunch, and kind of talk about Rolexes and why Rolex, all the fun questions, and who better to lunch with me than our watch expert, right?
One of our experts,
Yes,
and somebody will be coming later to talk a little bit
I know.
more.
We have a special guest later, too.
Special.
Mm-hmm. So I have all my notes for you guys of these kind of top questions that I would like answers on, but also I'm sure you ladies would like answers on as well. So, Josh, tell me, we are all familiar with the Rolex name. We know this brand, but why? Why is it so popular? Why should I buy a Rolex?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer. No, I do
Stop.
know the answer. So why Rolex? So Rolex has been around for a long time. I think the mid-20s is when Rolex started to come on the market. But the versatility of, I think, their timepieces is you can wear it from casual to dress. The quality of their watches, meaning the stainless steel and 18 karat gold, if you're looking at a steel and gold version, or just really the steel itself. After 2000, they used a steel. It's a 916 steel, so it's 3 times harder than most.
So last longer.
Lasts longer,
Perfect.
but from corrosion, and it's 3 times harder than most other watch brands that are in the league of Rolex. And so
Rolex is Swiss made, correct?
Swiss made, yes.
Okay, and a Swiss made watch is like the top of the line, right?
Correct.
Okay, so when we're talking about our watches, ladies, when you are looking for a really fine timepiece, you definitely want something that is Swiss made because you know it's going to be done perfect, like it's going to be done the best.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they all have, like you said, super fine materials. It is done in 18 karat gold or stainless steel, the best that you can get. You've got a sapphire crystal face, true, that's scratch resistant.
Yes, the only thing that can scratch it is a diamond. So as far as this wearability, every day, it's a watch you just put on and not even think about.
And it's a watch that you can have fun accessorizing with. We've got some pretty jewels to show you guys too of how we can easily play with these Rolexes and make them into a stack too. But also, I have a question too for you. Since,
I'm ready for it.
Ready? Okay. We talk about all the time, we hear retail pricing versus market value. So kind of tell me the state of the current state of the Rolex market.
So the current state of the Rolex market that has been like this for probably 4 years now. And many of you, in your travels, if you've been to an authorized dealer, they didn't have any watches in their cases. And now, in the past 6 months, Rolex has put in about 20 or 30 watches that are for exhibition only, and you can try them on, but you can't buy them. So you can't special order them, and you can't buy them out of the case.
Okay.
But here at Bailey's, we have over 200 Rolexes that range from $7,000 all the way up to $75,000. And I have them available in all different sizes. Styles, all the hot models, everything.
And the reason we're able to have so many watches is because we are a pre-owned dealer, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So our watches are pre-owned, but before we put them out into our cases, what do we do?
So there is a lengthy process that we go through to ensure that everything is Rolex. A huge percentage of the watches that are sold online, they haven't been inspected. They haven't. Who knows what's on the inside of that watch? A lot of them are sold, and they're not Rolex bracelets, meaning the bracelet that's connected to the case. But we have Kyle, a CW21 here, that goes through everything and makes sure that they're Rolex parts inside, that the bracelet's authentic, and we buy them in very, very, very good condition, which is really important. There's a lot that are sold that are just, the bands are worn out, they're not taken care of, they haven't been serviced, so they don't keep time. But anything that is in our case is running fantastic, and it didn't need to be serviced, or we have serviced it, and then you do get a 2-year warranty on it.
Wonderful. So Kyle, he's our CW21, right?
Yes.
And that means he is a watchmaker, like professional, has gone to school for it, does all these amazing things, knows every single thing about watches. And so he will look at them when we get a pre-owned. And so if you are in the market to sell a watch, you can bring it into us. We can take a look and make you an offer. Or we get watches in other way and everything from pre-owned places. And so Kyle will literally take it apart, make sure it's running well, so it's like a brand new watch.
Oh yeah, absolutely. A lot of people will look at the condition of these watches and think they are absolutely brand new, and people do get confused when they're looking in our case. But you know, we're going to talk a little bit more about accessorizing, and a lot of the watches that we have in the case have been customized, which is fantastic.
So speaking of that, so talking about how they do look brand new, I am kind of in love with this one. But you would never guess, this is a 1972, right?
1972 vintage.
It's a vintage model, but it doesn't look old.
No, it's a solid 18 karat gold with a crocodile strap. It has a custom diamond bezel on it and a mother of pearl diamond dial, which is fantastic.
I love this watch.
I think it looks fantastic on you, and it goes with everything, and I love the brown.
Yeah, I can style it with like this bracelet from our Icon collection that I wear literally every day, or I could even take a fun like cuff style bracelet and layer it in. I mean, make it a jewelry stack. How fun.
That's beautiful. Love it.
And so you said this has a custom diamond dial. What does that mean?
So that means that it's not actually a factory. It's not from Rolex that way.
Okay, so it wasn't born this way.
It wasn't born that way. So what we do is we do a lot of custom dials and custom bezels, meaning that Bailey's has put them together and put them on these watches, and we still give a 2-year warranty on it. But the diamonds are super high quality. The mother of pearl is some of the best mother of pearl that you can put on a timepiece. Here's another one that's fantastic. This is all stainless steel. It's a 26 millimeter, but super high quality diamonds, beautiful mother of pearl diamond dial.
Oh, look at the fire in that.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
And that's the with the Jubilee bracelet, 26 millimeters, and that's really good looking.
Okay, you mentioned Jubilee. So Jubilee bracelet is this style.
Correct.
It's more of like kind of a
piece of jewelry.
Yeah, fancy bracelet-y style.
Yep.
And then what is this bracelet style
That's
called?
called the Oyster Bracelet, and that's sporty, and it's kind of more like boating, but you can still wear it dressed up.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit more of an active look.
That makes sense. Yeah, I totally wear, this would be like my going out dinner one, and then this would be my weekend hanging out.
Yes. Well,
perfect.
We do have a limit. It is 2 per person.
No.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Crazy talk.
It's crazy
Buy
talk.
all the Rolexes you want.
We do have a question.
Oh, yay.
So with vintage watches, how intensive is the upkeep and the maintenance to keep it in good condition?
So with vintage watches that are like in the 60s and 70s, a lot of it depends on the availability of those parts. A lot of the ones that we buy are going to be ones that we are able to replace parts if they do break or need to be replaced when we do buy them. But we have a lot of vintage style date just 36 millimeters, which is this size right here, that are in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. So we're still able to get parts for those. But then this is like a GMT Master that we do have some vintage 1980s and 90s that are 30, 40, 50 years old. And those are fairly easy to get those parts.
Okay. So if you purchase a Rolex with us or another fine timepiece, you're going to want to have it serviced every 5 to 10 years. Is that correct?
Yeah, usually about every 5 years. Rolex recommends that. Yeah. And Kyle, who's a CW21, which is the highest in watchmaking, does it all here in the store, which is fantastic. So it doesn't.
And he literally, like, I've seen, he'll take the watch completely apart. He goes and cleans every piece. He re-lubricates it, puts it all back together, makes sure it's running, pressure tests, all these wonderful things.
It's unbelievable. It's about 200 moving parts inside the watch.
Wow.
And it's actually disassembled, put into a cleaning machine that's specific for watch parts, and then it's reassembled. So it's a lengthy process, and we run about 8 to 10 weeks on that. But it's all done in store. It doesn't have to be shipped away or anything like that.
Cool. So yeah, so that's something definitely, if you have one of these nice pieces, you definitely want to take care of it. You just like a piece of jewelry, you want to have it checked on and serviced. And so yeah, every 5 years or so.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
So
Okay.
another question from Kit. So between the Jubilee and the Oyster bracelets, is one more masculine, or?
I've seen gentlemen and ladies wear both, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's really 50-50. It depends on what you like on your wrist, and that's why we encourage you to come in during one of our events that we have twice a year. And that way you can come in and try the different bracelets on and see what you like and what style you like on your wrist.
And I'll tell you too, they're both very comfortable. So they both feel really like smooth, great wear on them. So yeah, it's literally personal preference. Personally, I like the Jubilee. I think it's fun.
I would have to say, I would say probably about 80% of women buy the one with the Jubilee bracelet, and then 20% buy the one with the Oyster bracelet.
Okay.
Just over the 35 years of selling Rolexes, I found that that's really that. And then you'll see, in our cases, you'll see a lot of Jubilees because we want to be able to have the selection for women that are mostly looking for the Jubilees. But you know, that other 20%, they're putting on these watches that are 36 millimeters or 26 with the Oyster bracelets.
All right, good
intro.
Good intro into that. So, what is the most popular millimeter size for ladies wearing? Is it the little one that I have?
It's not the little one.
I'm weird. I like the little one.
We have a weirdo. No. So there are several sizes, and but I'll tell you what most women are gravitating towards is the 31 millimeter, which is this right here, which is a beautiful stainless and 18 karat gold mother of pearl diamond dial, diamond bezel, and that's 31, and this is 36 millimeters. So this is a little bit bigger. So we have a lot of women that are gravitating towards the little bit larger watch, the 36 millimeter.
And I mean, I have a client that she wears the 41 millimeter.
Yes.
And like rocks it all day long. So, I mean, I think it's totally, again, personal preference. I love the sweet little 26 millimeter.
I tried talking her out of it before we came on air. And
I
she
love
stood
it.
firm on the 26.
It's so cute. That's all I need in a watch, is it to be cute and a fun piece of jewelry. Until time.
Yep.
But so yeah, we have the 26, then you said 31, 36, and then
these are both, this is 40 and this is 41 millimeters.
Okay.
So this is a new style 41 millimeter, which is really
Great.
good looking with a beautiful blue Roman dial.
I know. I was looking at that
It's gorgeous.
and I thought, how pretty would that be paired together with a sapphire bracelet?
Oh my gosh.
So stunning.
Gorgeous.
I love this bracelet, ladies. I think we've shared this several times because it is just so stunning. The sapphires, the color is just gorgeous. Paired with the pretty diamonds. Love it. And again, this is a small sampling of the Rolexes that we have in our case. You said we have over 200?
Over 200 Rolexes will be here for what?
Oh, yes. We have a very exciting thing happening next weekend. And let's see, I'm looking to make sure I have all my questions done. We talked about this before we go in. So yeah, we have a super, super exciting event happening next weekend. Like you mentioned, we do this twice a year. And we have pieces flown in for us to showcase to you guys. So again, our Rolex event is going to be next weekend, October 14th and 15th at our Village District location. And then the following weekend, pieces will be going to our Greenville store the 21st and 22nd. But like I said, we have a very special guest too. I wanted to introduce you guys.
What?
So, yes.
We have a special guest.
And I'm going to let him take over.
A special guest.
Is Mickie. He is our new timepiece manager, and he will be here for the event talking all fun things about that, but also he's going to be running what we've got going on behind us too. So taking a look at that. So I'm going to mic you up, Mickie.
Okay.
Mic him up.
And then I'm going to sign off, ladies. Enjoy my lunch and let the gentleman take over.
All right. This is Men Who Lunch officially.
How's everybody doing out there? I'm glad to be part of the Bailey's team. I started about a month ago, and look forward to working with Josh and everybody here as far as on timepieces. And we, of course, y'all went over a lot of the things as far as that. Ladies are a big player in the market right now as far as with watches, not only buying them for themselves, but also for, of course, their husbands or significant others. I know they touched base a little bit on the sizing as far as that. The ladies in the 26 has been around a long time, but has really bumped up, and most of them have gone now to the 31 millimeter and even the 36. And one thing about that is that, you know, you can wear these as far as with jewelry. You wear them as a piece of jewelry, and that's what a lot of ladies have done. But yet, well, I had a patron the other day that had 5 in her collection, so she was a collector as well.
Perfect. Nice.
We do have a couple of other pieces here for you ladies that are looking for gifts as far as for next door. We've got the Batgirl here as far as that. That's a hard to find piece.
That's a GMT Master 2? Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm. And then you also have the blue dial. Blue has really become a popular dial color in today's marketplace because I know a lot of industry-wide have done, manufacturers have done black dials for so many years. And now they've gone back to something a little different that has a little more pop to it as far as the blue dial. So blue dials are very, very popular.
So, Mickie, tell us a little bit about this behind us and what is happening coming up.
We are so excited about that. That's one thing I'm going to be next door as far as running that. It's Fox and Bailey's. We hope to be open sometime November 15th or 16th is what we're shooting for. We're upfitting it now, so it's going to be beside our store at Village District, connected to our main store, and also you can, off the walkway, you can also get in. So we'll have two doors to get into, and we're going to have it's kind of like a men's boutique. We're going to have all the men's jewelry over there, the cigar cutters, the cigar humidors, and of course, fine timepieces as well. So we look forward to seeing y'all there.
Are we going to have electric bikes?
We are going to have electric bikes. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit for everybody. So we're going to have something over there. It's a little different in the marketplace, but we're going to have a nice. It's reclaimed brick and mortar over there. It's going to be really neat, tufted leather couches. You know, it's going to be neat as far as that. So we look forward to seeing y'all.
It's going to be like a 1940s, 1950s style. So it's really neat. So Mickie touched a little bit about the wood. It's 150-year-old wood, and the walls are this brick, and they're about 100-plus-year-old brick. And so it's going to be really cool. We're going to have all kinds of neat things over there, and something that seriously that nothing in Raleigh has ever seen anything like it. We've already been picked up by a couple watch publication magazines already, and it's not even completed yet. So we're super excited about that. Mm-hmm. What else?
Yeah, talk about the event real quick next weekend.
Next weekend we have our event here as far as that. It's going to be the 14th and 15th at the Village District. So come see us as far as that. We'll be open, of course, our regular hours from 10 until 5, or 10 until 6 on Friday, 10 until 5 on Saturday. And so we're going to, like Josh was telling you before, we're going to have probably a lot more watches in stock as far as that for people to try on and look at and certainly buy. So we look forward to having y'all come see us next weekend.
And we're going to have the whole gamut. We're going to have a ton of, you know, if you're looking for a Submariner or a GMT or an all gold watch for a lady or a man, we're going to have it. So like I said, 200 plus Rolexes. Raleigh's never seen anything like it. So it's going to be something really exciting. So if you're in town and you're able to come on down, and we're excited to see you. We do.
We do, and that's something that that you can certainly call into our store here, and we can get your name and number and have you set an appointment with one of our sales staff, and we'll be glad to help you that way. And that way you have your undivided attention to help you one-on-one.
Perfect.
So we have one more question that we'll end with.
Okay.
So Kit says she's starting a watch wardrobe for her husband.
Nice.
What pieces are must-haves? And are gold watches out of fashion?
No, sport watches, the first piece that I think a lot of men gravitate to is in the Rolex line is a sport watch called a Submariner. It's all stainless. It's something that you could wear with a suit like I have on today.
Or all gold.
Or all gold, hello. That is all
Look
gold
at that bad boy
Submariner.
right there. Yeah, so that's solid 18 karat gold.
Solid 18 karat gold. But the one that is a nice piece to start with is a stainless, such Josh has on today.
This is the little baby of it. So this is all stainless steel. This is really just a classic, like every guy should have a Submariner in their collection, for sure.
Again, a knit shirt or a sports shirt, or go wear it with a suit or a sport coat. So it's a great piece to buy and start off with.
Awesome.
Hopefully we answered your question, Kit.
All right. Anything
Good.
else you guys want to share?
I think that's it, right?
We're good.
Time to eat lunch.
It's time to eat lunch.
All right.
And y'all come see us at the store here at Village District, and also at Fox and Bailey's when we open up.
See you guys. Bye.